Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Sports Without Boundaries version. My son Parker, we're here to talk about sports. We don't have a whole lot to talk about, but some of the topics we might have a lot to say about. And I want to begin with the World Series. And I'll kick it off with making my comments about the World Series. It's 3-2. It moves back to Toronto tonight. Yamamoto's on the mound for the Dodgers. Who's on the mound for Toronto? It begins with a G.
Oh, shoot. Gossam.
I don't know how to say. So it'll be interesting to see what goes. Yamamoto's got to throw a gem. Toronto's going to be rocking and sock'em. What Ohtani did in L.A. is off the charts. And what he did in the 18th inning game was crazy. 2 homers, a double.
2 doubles.
2 doubles, and 5 walks. 4 of them intentional. Insane stuff. Guerrero and the Blue Jays, they'll just keep hitting. Hell, it'd be over if they would have won that extra inning game. So this series hasn't even really been as close as 3-2, if you ask me. And then you've got Trey, is it called, you pronounce it?
Trey Yesavage.
This guy broke a rookie record, 12 strikeouts,
He
2 wins. He started out in single A, moved up. It's insane. So Parker,
his
go ahead.
His contract's worth $50,000.
He's doing this on a $50,000 contract.
Yeah, while Ohtani's on a $300 million.
This is definitely the Blue Jays up against the evil empire.
Yep.
But it's a Canada versus America, son. That's my struggles.
A lot of Blue Jay fans coming out of the woodworks.
You've called this. Why did you think the Blue Jays were going to win the World Series?
Well, when I started watching baseball, the beginning of the season, I was going to have no bias on any team, and I noticed that Blue Jays were just blowing teams out. They just keep coming. If they're down by 5, it's not over. They just keep coming. The birds flocking.
The birds are flocking. Guerrero's, he's had a good a series.
Do you remember that meme I sent you like midway through the year about the Blue Jays?
Yep. Yeah, you've been on the Blue Jay wagon from the beginning. By the way, did you see Justin Bieber getting picked on with his Blue Jay jersey on at the LA game?
Picked on how?
Fans were picking on him.
I hate it. He looked cool to me. He had like a do-rag on.
I felt sorry for old Biebs.
Yeah, he's cool.
Biebs struggles.
How could you hate on him?
But I like the Dodgers, but I like the Blue. I've started to like the Blue Jays. Here's the way I look at it. I'm either going to be happy because the Dodgers and America wins, or I'm going to be happy that the Blue Jays beat the evil empire. From a very liberal city, too, I might say.
Very.
In fact, somebody pointed out, maybe you pointed this out to me, is L.A. really part of the United States?
Good question. I didn't point that out. That's funny.
Cousin Josh did that.
I loved what Max Scherzer said about the LA fans. He's like, I'm not worried about LA fans. LA fans just like watching themselves watch baseball. They don't watch baseball. They watch themselves watch baseball.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good dig. How about Max Scherzer refusing to go out of the game when his manager tried to take him out of that one game?
That's why they call him Mad Max. He's crazy.
All right, man, I'll leave you in here.
He said sorry. Like,
you know what
sorry.
I want to see? There's a chance that Ohtani might pitch Game 7 if they get there. You know what I want to see in a Game 7, Parker?
What?
I want to see Kershaw versus Max Scherzer.
They should, but
that should be the Game 7 pitching match.
I think Clayton Kershaw kind of checked out at the end of the year.
Yeah, Clayton's done. He's done. All right. Our Cincinnati Bengals made the New York Jets look like the best offense in the NFL after being the worst offense in the NFL last Sunday. Flacco gets some 38 points, and it's not enough. And get this statistic. I'm not into statistics. I'm in like the big picture. But it popped up on a news feed that I saw. 3 of the Bengals on defense, Knight, I think Stone, and there's another one. 3 of them are in the top 10 missed tackles of all the defensive players in the NFL.
Wow.
3 of the top 10 are Bengals.
They was letting that tight end run all over them. It was a mess.
They made Justin Fields look like John Elway. I mean, it was awful.
He's got to play like John Elway.
And it was a home game. And now they got to play the Bears. You know what?
Up by 14.
You had to beat the Jets.
Up by 14.
You had to beat the Bears and go 5-4 at the break. Every game's a playoff game.
Who do they play now?
The Bears.
Okay.
At home. Every game is a playoff
Caleb
game.
Williams is having a good year too.
I thought he is. I thought our Cowboys had the worst team in
We do.
defense. The Bengals are the second worst defense. University of Kentucky beat Purdue last Friday and then turned around and lost to Georgetown last night in an exhibition game. So I guess they're not as all great there is. Now, have you been paying attention, son, to Victor Wembanyama?
I have. I've been seeing him all over my feed. He seems like a really cool person.
What about his basketball? He's like averaging 40 points.
And he's got the Spurs
15
undefeated.
rebound, undefeated.
Spurs are back.
He is like shifted into a gear
The Spurs are back.
that is unfreaking believable.
This offseason, he lived with monks in China.
Well, there
he
you
was living a
go.
very monk lifestyle.
So he's a Kung Fu man, too, now.
He was training with the monks.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
When someone says they train with monks, I assume they're living like with
assume they're Kung
Yoda.
Fu.
They're eating like stew. They're not doing too much.
Cam Scatabo had his bone sticking out. He's gone for the year. What is your comment about that? The New York Giants running back.
It's sad. I feel bad
He was going to have an all-world year as a rookie.
Jackson Dart was off to a good start. He loses Napers, and then that guy, it's just, he's going to have to play really good to keep the Giants in it.
Jackson Dart's going to have to lean on his mother. All right, Brian Kelly from LSU was fired. You can't lose 3 games in the SEC at LSU. You're done. And you got any comments about the? I like the LSU program. I love the SEC. But Brian Kelly going from Notre Dame, he was a Northerner. He was a Yankee. You can't have a Yankee coach the LSU Tigers.
I don't get the coaching buyout. The coach signs a 10-year thing. You should be fired. You should be fired. Why would I have to pay you to fire you?
I know. That's why Mark Stoops is still at UK.
This makes no sense. Mark Stoops is a con artist.
Mark Stoops has lost 10 straight SEC games, and he's not fired.
I don't know how kids want to go to UK. There's no way they choose to go to UK. They're losing. They are?
They're losing some big recruits.
How do you not go to Louisville?
Yeah. Or just anywhere but UK.
Anywhere.
Hell, Vanderbilt's going to be picking them up.
Ooh,
because by the way, your Arch Manning may be out playing Vanderbilt this weekend. Are you going to go with Texas or Vandy? I go with Vandy.
Diego Piva is having a good year. So,
son, it's Halloween. Do you go trick or treating still? Get dressed up for Halloween or anything? I do not.
I don't. Do people still do that?
You just proved what happens when you put a green or yellow hat on.
I know.
That's pretty cool.
Your head disappears. It's my Halloween outfit.
That's like Ghost. That's your Halloween outfit.
Yeah,
we should have worn green today.
I'm the 4 headless man.
Our producer sucks. Sabrina, how come you didn't tell us to wear green today and we could have done Halloween with just our heads?
That'd be funny as hell.
That would have been hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like Sweeney.
No, Sweeney showed her boobs. We would have just shown our heads. That would have been hell. We would have liked Ghosts.
Speaking of Sweeney, she looks good in the Dodger uniform. All girls look hot in Dodger uniforms.
Do you? Do you think she looked hot in her gray dress, see-through dress that she wore at the variety show?
I didn't see that.
Are you really going to keep wearing that hat with no head?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
It's Halloween.
Joe Flacco, by the way, Joe Flacco may not play Sunday for the Bengals because his shoulder's hurt.
Ugh, who are they going to put in?
And you hear about this? They busted a 13-year-old who messed up Marty Brenneman's microphone on his monitor.
It was a 13-year-old?
13-year-old vandal.
What do you do with that?
I don't know, but they busted him.
I hope you don't get in trouble.
I hope he doesn't get in trouble.
Don't get your life ruined over
Did you hear
vandalism.
about the monkey getting cut loose at a Halloween shopping place?
That's hilarious.
A pet monkey was taken into the store, got loose, was up in the rafters for 30 minutes. The police were called. It was bedlam.
I would just let the monkey hang out.
I would let the monkey hang out too. Let the monkey hang out. Penn State versus the Buckeyes tomorrow. Who do you got?
What a waste of a cop's time. Who?
Penn State versus the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes.
Watch.
That's easy.
Watch. This is crazy. This might be one of those weird
Trap games.
upsets. Notre Dame versus Boston College. Who do you got?
Notre Dame.
UC versus Utah. Who do you got?
Tennessee. Those good picks, right?
I said UC versus Utah. You said Tennessee.
Oh, UC.
Are you okay, son?
Yes. UC, Tennessee.
You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. Hurricane Melissa has slowed down. Would you like to have a hurricane named after you, Parker?
I like the name Melissa. No, I would not want a hurricane named
Sabrina
after me.
wants a hurricane named after her.
I think there is. Isn't there? Hurricane Eric sounds like a strong one.
That's
an F5.
Shaq had a special ordered Range Rover that got stolen in transit. Ever since Shaq wouldn't sign your autograph when you were a kid at that Indiana Pacers game.
He didn't see me.
Well, ever since then, I don't like Shaq, so I hope nobody ever gives him his Ranger back, and he never gets his Range Rover back.
I think Shaq's a clone. There's no way a guy that big is still alive.
You're right. That's a good point.
And he's everywhere. You see 3 Shaqs and he's everywhere.
You're right. All right. I think that pretty much covers everything. Do you have anything else to talk about in sports?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.